Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with Clement Lenglet as it has been reported that Tottenham have offered 10 million euro plus 5 million in add-ons for the Barca defender. This is according to a new report from Gerard Romero. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about his right back, Julian Araujo, as it has been reported that Barca are certain to sell the player amid links to Eredivisie. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona are extensively working on player exits at the moment, and one player who is certain to face the exit door is Clement Lenglet. The 28-year-old defender, who spent the previous season on loan at Tottenham Hotspur, is expected to make a permanent move to London, and as reported before, the parties involved are in the final stretch of the negotiations. This was more or less confirmed by the club president Joan Laporta, who admitted that the team is hopeful to find a solution for the transfer, as Laporta said. I think we'll reach an agreement with Tottenham for Lenglet, he said. The only thing that remains is in the transfer now is to reach an agreement over the transfer fee. Now, a lot has been said about the same, but if a report from journalist Gerard Romero is to be believed, the Blaugrana are demanding a fixed 15 million euro fee for the Frenchman, but Tottenham are only offering 10 million euros in fixed fee plus 5 million in add-ons. This means the two parties are separated by a margin of 5 million, which happens to be the only reason why the move has not been finalized, as personal terms are not expected to be a problem. For Barcelona, it is of utmost importance that Lenglet leaves in the summer on a permanent transfer. The defender has a valid contract with the team until 2026 and would earn 16 million euro in wages next season if he stayed, something Barca cannot afford right now. As of today, Tottenham have already warned Barcelona that they will not go above 10 million in the fixed part of the fees, mostly because they will also bear the player's salary in full next season. The structure of the fee is still in consideration, and the 5 million euro release add-ons offered would depend on the individual performances. Meanwhile, the player wishes to move to Tottenham, as well as he enjoyed a breath of fresh air by everything or by finally getting some minutes. Now, all that remains is to settle on the transfer fee, and Barcelona can finally take their mind off the Lenglet issue. Of course, Clement Lenglet continues to make headlines as to a potential move to Tottenham. Lenglet has been one of those players that Barca have been considering strongly to sell. Of course, he was on loan to Tottenham last season, and Barcelona were praying so hard for the possibility of selling him amid issues of financial fair play in the Camp Nou, and Barcelona therefore needs to sell majority of these players who were on loan because they are not even part of Xavi's plans moving into next season, and the idea is for them to sell these players in order to help balance the books. And one of the first players that Barca are hoping that his sale will be very possible is Clement Lenglet. Tottenham have been in strong negotiations with the player and his representative for such a long time, as well as Barcelona, but they haven't still come to a middle ground, most especially on the transfer fee. There's still a lot of disagreement as to the transfer fee. Gerard Romero himself is saying that there's a big difference as to the 5 million euros in difference for the two parties. Tottenham have offered 10 million plus 5 in add-ons, but Barca are refusing. Barca want, but Barca say they want 15 million euro fix. So honestly, guys, if you ask me personally, I think that price in fact the price that Tottenham have made, the offer is okay because time is not on our side. We haven't still sold a player apart from Umtiti, who have left due to a mutual contract termination. 10 million plus 5 million, making a grand sum total of 15 million euros in the package for Clement Lenglet isn't that bad. It's okay. If Barca see that Tottenham is refusing to act, for me, they should just go ahead with it. because this report even contradicts some other reports that we have been getting earlier, saying that Barca have been demanding by just 10 million euros for Clement Lenglet, but Tottenham have been given by 5 million. So this report comes somehow of a difference in terms of the price. So a lot still needs to be decided, but Gerard Romero is optimistic, saying that a deal for Barca and Tottenham over Clement Lenglet will come to fruition. And of course, Lenglet himself is really open to staying at Barca. He knows for sure that coming back to Barca, his parent club, will just destroy his career, as now the defensive role is really full of quality players. So there's no need for Barcelona, to bring him in. Honestly, our centre back role is already okay. Inigo Martinez is coming to join the ranks of Koundé, Christensen, Araujo, which I think is already a good enough squad in terms of defense. So let's see how things are going to look like, as Lenglet is still hanging in the balance. Barcelona are still optimistic that a sale to Tottenham will come to fruition. Then moving on to the final story of discussion, Barcelona have decided to escalate player exits in order to lighten the team wage bill before they start pre-season for the 2023-24 campaign. And one player who is on the verge of facing an exit possibly is Julian Araujo. The 21-year-old who joined Barca in February this year is here to make his debut for the senior team, and Sport has indicated that the Blaugrana are now looking for a way out for him. In this regard, the aforementioned outlet confirms or claims that Eredivisie giants Feyenoord are very much interested in his acquisition. The current Dutch champions are extensively hunting for a right back, and they have identified 3 players, namely Joshua Brenet of FC Twente, Hugo Siquet of Standard Liège, and Barcelona's Araujo. They understand that, given the performances of Brenet and Siquet last season, they would require significant financial backing, but this is not the case with Araujo. Given that his transfer was not ratified by the FIFA due to delays of filling paperwork, Araujo did not play a single competitive game in the second half of the season, though his call-up to the Mexican national team have been frequent. Now, what gives Feyenoord the edge of this deal is the presence of Santiago Jimenez on the roster. The Mexican forward spent fantastic season with Feyenoord last term, and it would not be a surprise if Araujo decided to join him in Eredivisie. The reports that Feyenoord have received about Araujo are good, and there are high chances the Barca player or that Barcelona will sanction the sale if the price is right. Right now, Xavi is looking for suitable right back, and Araujo is not a front runner for Xavi in the sport. Even if he is, it will take a significant amount of time for him to settle into the first team. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.